What's up, boys? The next UFC fight night is right around the corner. It's Ian Machado Garry versus Carlos Prates, and I think we are going to see the Fighting Nerds take their first L in the UFC. I've been saying this for a little bit. I thought Bryce Mitchell was going to do it for us. No. I thought Bobby Green was going to do it for us. Definitely not. His career is over. Okay? Ian Machado Garry has the best chance out of everybody to do it. Okay? Listen, the guy has Muay Thai tattooed on his chest. That's pretty legit. That's pretty legit if you ask me. But
Video.
Ian Machado Gary's been doing like a press run. So has Carlos Prates. But there's been a lot of clips coming out of these Ian Machado Garry press runs. And Ian Machado Garry dropped this video today.
Did you see it? Here, look at this. This is a video of Carlos Prates and his true fighting spirit, called being a quitter. He'd just been beaten up all the rounds prior, puts his hand up, shakes his head, says, "I'm done," and then just drops to the ground in absolute despair because he knows that deep down he's not a fighter.
Okay. Okay. Ian Gary's showing a lot of confidence. He's showing a lot of confidence. Now listen. Ian's last two, MVP and Shavkat, are really up there in skill level, in hype level, and all that. Especially MVP. When it comes to just striking, like pure striking, Ian Machado Garry was able to hold his own for a 3-round fight, and he won decisively against MVP. Same thing against Rachmanov, but it was honestly a robbery against Rachmanov. Ian Machado Garry completely outstruck Rachmanov. Ian took Rachmanov's back in the first round. It was a pretty good fight, but Ian looked solid. I really have no idea where Carlos Prates is gonna be able to get a win besides knocking Ian out, and I don't think he's gonna be able to knock Ian out, boys. Ian fought MVP. He's able to keep bouncing. He's able to stay on his toes and get offline, move back, and do all things like that. All of Carlos Prates' knockouts from the UFC have been walk-off knockouts. They've been walk-off knockouts, which is super impressive if you ask me, right? But if you look at his resume and the people he's fought, Giles, Radtake, Jin Lang, and Neil Magny. Like, okay, Neil Magny is legit, Jin Lang is legit, but you haven't fought anybody legit. Same issue I had with all of the Fighting Nerds, except for Brahalo. Brahalo fought Jared Cannonier. But you fought nobody, bro. This is your first 5-round fight. I understand that you're a part of the Fighting Nerds, and all 4 of your wins have been walk-off knockouts. You're a part of the team with the most hype right now, but I think Ian has your number, dude. I really do. You've never really been in a 5-round squabble. Ian can go on the ground. He trains with Charles Oliveira. He trains in Brazil with Shootbox, okay? He knows how to stand and fight. He fought Michael Venom Page. He won a fight against Michael Venom Page. I don't think that the line should be this close. I really don't. The only reason it's this close is because everybody's a Fighting Nerd fan now, and they just want to gobble up the Fighting Nerds, okay? They're pole riding the Fighting Nerds. But I think this comes to an end right here. Right here. Ian's pissed that he did not get called up to fight Bilal, and instead it was JDM, right? He won a fight against Shavkat. Shavkat wins a robbery against him. And somebody whose last win is Gilbert Burns, and his win before that is Kevin Holland, gets called up to fight Bilal, and you don't? He's pissed. He's ready to squabble out Carlos Prates, and I think that's what we're going to see over here next week. I really do. Fighting Nerds going down. Muay Thai tattoo on the chest, though, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. That's a pretty crazy decision if you ask me, for sure. Anyways, boys, I just had to make this a little bit clear, like who I'm going with. I don't think this is going to be a fair fight. I really don't. I really, really, really don't. Carlos Prates can't take my boy to the ground. Ian's going to take him out. You can't stand and bang with him. You can't outpush your cardio with him. You smoke cigarettes. I'm not against nothing. I'm not against no cigarettes, but you're a cigarette smoker. You're not going to push the pace. You're going to want a slow pace. Ian Garry is like, I don't see any world where Carlos Prates wins. Now, to be fair, I felt this way when Michael Chandler fought Patty Pimlet, and look how that turned out. But Ian, I don't think you're going to do this to me, okay? I don't think you're going to lose. I believe in you, bro. You got this. Anyways, boys, peace.